everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1976 movie A Star is Born. The movie is directed by Frank Pearson and written by Frank Pearson, John Gregory Dunn, and Joan Didion. And instead of taking place in Hollywood like the first two movies do, where an aspiring actress goes to Hollywood and she meets a fellow movie star that is kind of on decline, but he helps her become famous. This is kind of a different take on the story. Instead, it's set there in the music industry, and Kris Kristofferson plays John Norman Howard, who is a rock star who's starting to kind of lose his popularity and everything, and he has an alcohol addiction and everything. And when he's at a bar getting drunk, he meets Esther Hoffman, who is a singer played by Barbra Streisand. She's like a singing waitress, and he meets her, and he kind of helps her become famous. But as he does that, his career starts to suffer because of his drinking and stuff. So it's pretty much the same type of story, just set in a different industry and everything. It's a different retelling of the same story from the original two. The cast in this is pretty good. Kris Kristofferson is John Norman. It's pretty good. I don't think he was quite as good as the other two actors from the other movies, but I thought he was alright. Barbra Streisand as Esther was really good. I was really impressed with her performance. I thought she fit the role really well, and the two of them worked pretty good together. I don't think that they had the best chemistry out of the ones I've seen so far, which there's only one other Star is Born movie left that I haven't seen yet, but so far, while their chemistry is good, I don't think it's quite as good as the other ones had, especially in the first one, where from the 30s, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Gary Busey is in this. He plays Bobby, who's one of John Norman's bandmates, and he's pretty good. And his agent is named Brian, is played by Paul Mazursky, and he was good too. Most of the supporting cast don't really have that much to do. They don't, unlike the other versions, they don't really have distinct personalities and stuff like that. So they were just okay characters, and everything. The movie mostly focuses on the romance between Norman and Esther, and it's, like I said, it's an alright movie. The way it's executed, I don't think was done very well, and it is pretty slow paced. The first 30 minutes or so of it is really good, and then it gets like really slow after that and everything. This movie is like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it just dragged. I felt like it feels like they could have cut out at least probably 30 minutes of this movie, and it would have been a lot better. Just the pacing was so off, and the songs by the cast, most of them are just okay songs. I did like the Evergreen, which is like the love theme of the movie or whatever. I did like that song quite a bit, and there were a couple other ones that I thought were alright, but I didn't really care too much for the music. I didn't think Kris Kristofferson really fit the rock star character, because he's a country singer and everything. I just didn't really think he was that believable. I think they should have gone with somebody else that would have fit the rock star image a lot better, like Neil Diamond, who was also up for the role. But yeah, this movie just, it could have, I liked it, but I just don't think it was as good as I've been told by a lot of people. I had seen this one, but it had been a long time and everything, and this is easily my least favorite out of the original three versions. and everything. I haven't watched the 2018 version yet. I'm gonna probably watch that here after a while, and I'll try to have my review for that up before too long. But the cinematography in this is pretty good too. It does have some pretty good cinematography, and the score by Roger Calloway is pretty good. It's not like anything special or anything, but it fits the movie and everything. But really, aside from Barbra Streisand's performance, there's not a lot in this movie that I can really say is extremely great. It's one that I'll probably have already forgotten about by the time this time next week, and it's just kind of a forgettable movie and everything. And it just, like I said, it was so slow paced. That was one of my biggest problems. Is, you know, and I'm one that normally doesn't care about a movie's runtime. The Star is Born from 1954 was 3 hours, and it went by fast and everything. This is just one of those movies that doesn't keep me interested in everything. I just kept waiting for it to end and everything. So I'd give Star is Born 1976 a 7 out of 10, because it was an alright movie, but it's not one of my most favorites and everything. I know people that love this movie, and I can understand why, I guess. I mean, it just wasn't really something that I was really that into and everything. And I think changing it from the movie industry to the music industry also plays a part in that, because even though I do love music and stuff, I'm more interested in movies. Now that could be a big part of why I didn't like this one as much. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of A Star is Born from 1976. Is it your favorite version, or is it your least favorite version like me? Or let me know and everything what you think in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.